Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about friendship. Do you have any friendship where you feel more often than not that you're being let down? Today I want to share with you 5 valid experiences of betrayal that you may be denying. My name is Lanora Lennon, and I help people shift into a paradigm of possibility. So, I wanted to talk about friendship today because as adults, there's a lot of content out there about romantic relationships, but in my opinion and experience, friendship is as important as a romantic relationship, if not more, because there's not all of the weight of it being a certain way, and I just feel like it's a more authentic expression of relationship friendship than a romantic relationship. There are, I think, some romantic relationships that truly are a union of souls, but I think there's a lot of them that are very, very dysfunctional and not healthy at all. Sip. Um, so yeah, I did want to talk about friendship, and this is coming a bit from personal experience after this year having to let go of 2 very dear friendships, like extremely dear friendships, because of these experiences that I was having and for so long just accepted. So, the first experience of betrayal to be aware of is feeling like you're being taken for granted. Is the relationship feeling one-sided to you? I mean, it might be that it's been like this for a long time, and you're only now really realizing how wrong it feels for you. So what this could look like is that you're the one who reaches out to make plans to do things together. You're the one who initiates a gift exchange at Christmas, or you're the one who makes sure to send the birthday card, or invite them for a birthday dinner, and you invite them to your birthday dinner, but they don't invite you to theirs. You have to make a special plan to celebrate their birthday with them. So being taken for granted. Another way that can look like, and for a lot of us who are empathic, might have friends that we've been a really good sounding board for them, because we're good at that and we love doing it. It feels so good. But there comes a point where you might recognize that that person really only reaches out when they need to talk about something that's bothering them. They don't ever reach out to you just to see how you're doing, or to just go make a fun plan together. Their main reach out is for if they just need something from you, whether it's emotional support or money. Thankfully, I haven't been having had that experience, or a place to stay, or whatever it is. And it's very, very heavily one-sided. Another experience of betrayal to be aware of in your friendships. I mean, these are also romantic, but there's just so much out there about romantic. This is just as valid in a friendship, in an adult friendship. It could be in a youth friendship, but I'm specifically talking about adult friendships. Promises being broken. So Maybe you have a special event that's really important to you that you've planned a lot around or worked toward. Maybe it's your graduation, or maybe it's your birthday, or maybe it's a dinner party, maybe it's whatever it is, and they say they'll be there and then they're not there. And how often is this happening? All of these things, when taken in isolation, are normal and they happen sometimes. But it's when it starts being so much more often than not, the promises are broken. The relationship feels one-sided. And I want to say it's not necessarily that the friend is a bad person, that they just aren't able to be aware of managing their time, or being aware that a friendship takes effort. And maybe you or we have been allowing that for so long that they don't even realize it. Then another experience of betrayal in friendship is not feeling prioritized. And that kind of is a offshoot of what I just spoke about, that I think sometimes if we're in relationship with people who have a lot of struggle, or maybe a lack of awareness, that, or especially if, say, folks are the type to try to pick up the pieces of everyone else around them, and then you're always just there whenever you need them, they don't realize that they actually have to make time in their life for you. Set time aside for you. Be excited to set time aside for you. So if you feel like, or if they leave you hanging with a text, you're trying to make plans and it's through text and time is ticking and you've got this time set aside for them and said it's good, and they don't get back to you, and it's like, an hour before you're supposed to meet and you still don't know if it's a go or not. That's not okay. That is not okay. This is someone who is not prioritizing you, and you need to address it. And if they're willing to change, great. If they're not, let them go. Maybe I'll do another video about how to let go of friendships that aren't working anymore. Should make a note of that. So another experience of betrayal to be aware of in friendship is a lack of commitment. So very similar to it's tied in with the not feeling prioritized, that they seem to have, like, for example, the friends that I let go of, they have partners, they have kids, some of them younger, some of them older. But even if you yourself probably have partners and kids, I don't, but I do have other commitments in my life. My life is still very full. That a commitment to someone looks like, this person enriches my life. I'm going to make sure I'm going to stay connected with them, and I'm going to make time for them and keep that time, and I'm going to show up. So if you're feeling like there's this wishy-washiness or this resistance to making time for you, that is a big red flag. Think of the people in your life that you don't have that with. And if there's no one in your life who is reliable or makes you feel like you're worth their time and commitment, that's something to look at for sure, and think about finding ways to meet new folks. And that's another video I could make. So it's a red flag. And again, all of these things in isolation from time to time are normal, but it's this accumulation of this consistent feelings of betrayal, unreciprocated efforts. So bringing it back to that celebrations example of birthdays. So this particular friend I had, she is so dear to me. We'd been friends for 35 years. She would be my number one person that I would want on my list at my birthday gathering, because I like to celebrate my birthday every year, have a little party. And for some reason, her birthday had been somehow zeroed in on only her family could be there. Which seemed ridiculous to me. Why wouldn't you want your friends at your birthday, especially your quote unquote dearest friends? And not only that, a couple of years ago, I decided I was just going to take matters to myself, and I called her on her birthday and I said, "Hey, I'm going to pop by and give you a present." And her response was, "I was going to invite you." And she was having a party. It was all of her family. And so, yeah, ugh, God, so bad. Unreciprocated efforts. You need to be honored and taken into consideration in their life, the same that or at least on a similar level that you take them into consideration in your life. So thank you for watching, and I wish you the best in dealing and coming to terms with these friendships. If you feel that it might be time to move on, I wish you support, and tread gently for yourself, and namaste. If you liked this video, please check this one out and check this one out. Thank you for liking and subscribing.